What's up, guys? What's up, Ivan, Elise, ADZZ? What's up, Stan P Channel? What's up, Ivan Cortez with an S at the end, minus Cortez with a Z. What's up? What's up? I know that I'm a little bit late right now, but I kind of want to do something different because I really want to talk about this game and what this means for Barcelona because we're going into the next round. We have beaten Galatasaray. It was a very hard match. I actually expected, like before even the first leg, I expected Barcelona to beat this team like 4-0 in the first leg and then maybe like 3-1 in the second leg. But no, it was a really hard game. We have talked about this before on how like it's not going to be easy when it comes to the KO rounds. Of course, it's going to be very difficult, but in the end, we have come out with a win. We're going to go to the next round, and I'm excited. I'm in a very good mood right now because of how Barcelona reacted in that second half. Because here's the thing, right? I'm gonna talk about the first half first. In the first half, I was a little disappointed because I thought that Barcelona were going to react from that first leg because in that first leg, it was not the best. Like overall, it was not the best. And so I'm like, okay, in the first 45 minutes of the second leg, we're probably going to score about 2 goals, 3 goals. We're going to come out with everything. But we didn't see that, and especially in the first 20 minutes, we did not see that from Barcelona. I do think that it does have something to do with Xavi Hernandez and his starting 11. This is my first time actually saying this, like actually critiquing Xavi's starting 11 because of what we saw in those first 20 to 25 minutes. Like there was a bunch of defects, and it was strange to me because I thought that Xavi knew what he wanted to do, but these players they looked very disconnected in my opinion. In especially in the first 25 minutes. Like for example, there were many misplaced passes from Eric Garcia because he didn't understand where the players were going to be positioned at. Pedri was running somewhere else. Eric Garcia was trying to pass it to him, and it did not go to Pedri, and it ended up going to like some other player from Galatasaray. There was misplaced passes from Busquets, right? That's another one. When it comes to Busquets, right, it was so vital for him to have a very good game, and the fact that we saw him misplace so many passes in the first like 25 minutes, I'm like, this is really going to hurt us because if Busquets loses the ball, Barcelona lose full control. And that is why we saw Galatasaray counter Barcelona's errors. And we were suffering. We were suffering a lot in those, I would say, 30, 45 minutes. Basically, the first 45 minutes of the second leg. And when Busquets was misplacing passes, when Eric Garcia was misplacing passes, Galatasaray were really gaining their confidence. They were really building something within the game as the game continued to go on and on. And so, let me actually do something real quick. Uh, let me see. So yeah, just give me a second. Yeah, I really wish I could edit the thumbnail, but I can't. Whatever. But yeah, so yeah, we were suffering. It was a very difficult match. And then when we went into the second leg, Xavi did exactly what we wanted to see in the second leg, which was to put in Dembele. Because one of the other problems that we had in the first 45 minutes was Adama Traoré. Adama Traoré had probably one of his worst games so far. Um, Under Xavi Hernandez. And I did write down like some notes and stuff about like what he was doing. Like so, for example, every time Adama Traoré had the ball, he was either going to be too selfish on a 1v1, right? He was trying to take down 1 to 3 players and it never worked. Like he only gave the possession to the other team. And we're like, okay, like Adama, are you going to do something? Are you going to build with these players? Are you going to try to build with Serginho Dest, Pedri, or any of these players, right? And Adama Traoré continued to do the exact same thing, which is to be very selfish. And when he did not decide to be selfish and he wanted to pass to someone like Dest, he had so much trouble connecting with Serginho Dest. I have no idea why, but tonight we just did not see the Adama Traoré that we wanted to see. Someone who is able to complete these dribbles and produce all of these opportunities for Barcelona. We didn't see that. And I knew at that moment, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not just a physical problem that he's having because we know Adama Traoré, we know that he was 100% going into this game. It's probably just a mental problem. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it. He wasn't 100% focused. He wasn't 100% aware of his surroundings and what was going on, where these players were positioned at, because that is what we saw. We saw misplaced passes. We saw him be too selfish. He couldn't connect with Serginho Dest, which was very important for us, right? Because that right wing area is very important for Xavi, because that is our outlet of attack. We have been seeing this since he took over back in November. And so what that ended up like what the result of that, because we were so inefficient on that right wing, we had to go to the left, right? We had to go to the left, and we had to build with Ferran Torres, Jordi Alba, Pedri, and that is, my friends, one of the reasons on why we did score with Pedri and Ferran connecting, because that was our only outlet. We knew that we couldn't be efficient on the right wing. That is why we saw Barcelona score. So let me put that Adama topic out for just a second. Let me talk about Pedri for a second. So because Barcelona were not being that efficient on the right wing, yes, we were trying to build on the left, and that is exactly what we did see. We saw Ferran Torres receive the ball, he passed it towards Pedri. Pedri, right? His genius work got us one up in this game. His talent, right? His the type of goal that he did score tonight. You don't score goals like that based off of like hard work and having a coach teach you how to do stuff like that, right? And it brings a smile to my face, because it's like, how good is this player going to be when he reaches like 26, 27, 28 years old? Because the way that he scored, that was not taught. That was in his blood. That is talent. That is something that you can't get taught by someone. Like, this is in Pedri's blood. He was born with this type of talent, and the fact that he was able to be so cool, so calm, so collective while dribbling through like two or three players, making a messy type of dribble inside the box. If it was any other youngster that was out there in Europe that was in the position of Pedri, right, within this moment to score this goal, they probably would have panicked and be like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Who do I look for? Oh, let me just take a shot here. And they completely miss, right? But Pedri, knowing his talent, knowing his level, he took down two or three players, and then he stayed cool. He was calm, he was collective, and he just placed the ball easily, right, past the ball into the net. He did not even shoot out of like out of nervousness. He just passed it down the bottom left corner of the goal, and it was a goal. And we're like, oh my God, bro, like, how good is this player? Like, he is only 19 years old, and the fact that he has matured so much in just within a span of like 2 years. It's like, how good is this player going to be in about 5, 6, 7 years? Thank God Joan Laporta and the rest of these board members locked down Pedri for the next 6, 7 years. We have a contract with him until 2026, and now you better bet that Pedri's going to want to extend another like 4 or 5 years even after that, after 2026. This guy is just on another level. I think that when we talk about the capability and the potential of Dest, the capability and the potential of Ferran, the capability and the potential of Frankie and Araujo, Pedri is on another level. I do think that his capability, his potential is going to be not much higher, but higher than the players that I have just mentioned. He is just someone that I do think, right? This is like a bold claim, but I'm not saying this to be biased because I'm a Barcelona fan, but it's just I don't see this nowhere else. Please tell me where else do you see this? But I do think that Pedri will eventually be at a level where he might be a contender to be a Ballon d'Or winner. I do think that he can eventually get into the top three best players in the world. We can't even have a conversation about him being one of the best midfielders in the world. I do think that this player can be in the conversation to be in the top three Ballon d'Or shortlist, because he's only 19 years old. Like, if we talk about today, right? How he performs, his level, blah blah blah. Of course, we're not going to put him in the top five, right? I think that he still has so much. He has so much room to grow. But it makes you wonder, like, once he does get to his best level, I do think that he has a capability to even win the Ballon d'Or one day. If Modric could win it, I do think that Pedri could win it. And yeah, we are just so blessed, my friends. I think that Gavi is also another great contender. He needs more time. Gavi had a great game today, but no one does it like Pedri does it. He always stays cool, calm, and collective on every area on the pitch. Not even on just that goal specifically, but in all areas of the pitch. He knows exactly what to do. He knows exactly what to do, and the fact that he has the opportunity to learn with one of the greatest midfielders that has ever played the game, Xavi Hernandez, our current coach. Who knows just how good he could get in the future. So, yeah, he did score that wonderful goal. It was 1-0. Obviously, Galatasaray. No, it was a 1-0. Galatasaray scored first, and then he leveled Barcelona 1-1. We went to the second half. Obviously, we knew that. Give me a second. Let me confirm that because yeah. So yeah, Galatasaray scored first, and then Pedri scored right after. And then going into that second half, we're like, okay, there needs to be some readjustments. Like we can't, we like yes, we're tied 1-1, but we need to do better. Like this is Barcelona. We're talking about a team that's in 12th place right now, and we just need to do better. I think that even though they were defending us very good, even though they studied us really good, right? We have to respect that. Let's put some respect on Galatasaray and their work. Barcelona, if they were 100% focused, they could have caused so much more damage to this team in the first 45 minutes. So in the second half, we needed readjustments, and that is why we saw Xavi put in Dembele, for Adama Traoré, because what was clearly going on uh, with Adama, it just wasn't working. So we saw Dembele come in. He came in for Adama Traoré, and then later in the game, around the 65th minute, we saw Gavi coming in for Frankie De Jong. It wasn't a bad game coming from Frankie De Jong. Gavi played very well, so um, I think that we're probably going to start seeing that for the next like 4 or 5 years. It's just going to be Gavi, Pedri starting, or Frankie, Pedri starting, or Frankie, Gavi starting. There's not going to be a set interior. Like there's no set interiors. We can't be like, okay, this is going to be the official starting 11 with Pedri and Frankie always starting, or Gavi and Pedri always starting. No, it's going to be rotated forever, and there's nothing wrong with that. Frankie played a good amount of minutes, Gavi played a good amount of minutes, and so uh, what else? I'm really happy. Like I'm so glad that Barcelona has reacted because this is what is going to give this Barcelona team character. We need this version of Barcelona to build character, to build some sort of like aggressiveness. Like when we are in a situation where we have to pick ourselves back up, when we are in a hole, we have to learn how to react. We have to learn, okay, what do we need to do? How do we need to readjust? We can't just continue to do the exact same thing all over again. You look at what happened about like 7, 8, 10 months ago with Ronald Koeman, our previous coach in Barcelona. Every time we were in a hole, right, and we knew that we had to react, we just continued to do the exact same thing. Like nothing changed. The intensity was the same, the tactics were the same, the starting 11 was the same. It's just nothing really changed. With Xavi, we have a reaction. We have different solutions, and that is what's going to get Barcelona so far. So we saw Dembele come in, we saw Gavi come in. I was so surprising to see that Araujo did not start in this game. It's so like within those first like 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, the way that Eric Garcia is performing, like why Xavi? Why would you put Eric Garcia next to Piquet? But um, again, we reacted. Barcelona were playing much better. We looked much more mobile. Dembele was really um, making Barcelona's attack better. We looked much more alive. Like I said, like the fact that this player Dembele continues to change Barcelona's attack and the way that we move going forward up the field, it's like hopefully this guy just renews with this club. And yeah, we need this player. And yeah, let me see if I can answer some of you guys' questions. If you guys do have questions, I'm more than happy to answer it. It's just there's a lot of questions. Let's see. Where are we? Let me see if I can refresh it. I'm going to be answering you guys' questions. If you guys do have any, put them down below. Let's see. Where we at? Okay, so someone said let me answer Peralta's comment first because he is a member of the channel. He says, "Why you gotta be playing during playing during business hours? Are you playing this weekend? I need the rematch." Yeah, no. If you're talking about like, oh no, I'm not going to be playing FIFA today. I'm just gonna talk about the game, so don't worry about it. We'll be playing later this weekend, Alvaro. Just I'll let you know. I found you on Twitter, so I'll let you know when I'm gonna go live, and then we can just play. Why Araujo not starting? It's just because one of Xavi's tactics, I guess. Like he just wanted someone he needed that extra man in the midfield to really build with Pedri or Busquets, whatever. But it's just he if you're going to do that, if you're going to give Eric Garcia that access to go into the midfield and like try to start the attack, at least do it right. Because like I've said, in the first like 20-25 minutes, he was misplacing so many passes. It was just lack of focus. Let's see. Uh, okay, so everyone was saying Araujo wasn't starting because of the Clásico. And so what? It doesn't matter. Like we want to go into the next round. We have to put our best starting 11 possible. It doesn't make sense. This is a competitive like match. Just because we think that Real Madrid is better than Galatasaray doesn't mean that we need to reserve our best players. We need to put our best players there because we need more opportunities to go into the Champions League next season. We have to do good in all competitions. This is not no FIFA game or FIFA 22, right? So, yeah, Araujo should have been starting this game. Pedri's composure is immaculate. Yeah, Pedri is just he's on another level. Do you think Barcelona can win the Europa League? Yes, of course. Of course we can win the Europa League. And we need to continue to put our best starting 11 no matter what. We have to win every game in La Liga and the Europa League. If you're gonna tell me and say, nah, we should just put our B players, our bench players for the Europa League and focus on just La Liga, no, it's just that's not how you run a competitive team. You need to do well in all games, right? Just open Twitter. Galatasaray fans are so salty. Yeah, if they can be salty all they want, it doesn't really matter. We were the better team in the end. Much respect towards Galatasaray, right? Like they did very well. Like they're not doing so good in the league, but uh, you know, and the fact that they were able to compete against Barcelona like this, of course, I give my respects towards them. But no, we are better in the end. I hope Dest is available for the Clásico. I fear the 1v1 of Alves versus Vinicius. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Serginho Dest. I don't know if he's like really injured or if it's just like okay. Let's see what it says here. It says that what does it say for Dest? Because if Dest does miss the next match because of injury, it is I don't think it's going to be the biggest loss. I just think that Dani Alves needs to be very smart when it comes to like going up the pitch and not leave so much space behind because Vinicius will tackle those spaces. Okay, so it says Dest limped off the field grabbing his hamstring on the 56th minute. I'm actually more concerned about USA than for Barcelona. Because USA needs to do very well against Mexico. But how to do? Okay, whatever. Okay, there's nothing really major when it comes to Serginho Dest yet, but hopefully he does return as soon as possible because obviously we do need him. He was actually building momentum through the game. He continued to get better and better as the minutes went by. Like in the beginning, like in those first 10 to 15 minutes, um, he wasn't doing that great, but he was growing into this game, and it just sucked because on the 56th minute or 65th minute or whatever they said, he was taken off on a moment where he was really building something. Like he was really defending well and attacking well. So it's a pity, right, to see Dest get injured like this, and I hope it's not that serious. Bro, are you Spanish? No, I am not from Spain. I am not Spanish. I have my like no family, even like 30, 40, 50 years ago are from Spain. I've been everyone asks me like, "Are you from Spain?" No, I'm not from Spain. I was born in USA. I'm from California. And I'm also Salvadoran. And that's it. I'm going to Spain though in about 3 weeks. Let's see, where are we? Eric Garcia, this game played so well in my opinion. Yeah, Garcia was also another player that grew into this game. He played a lot better in that second half. So props to him for really upping his level in the second half because we needed his best game. We know that when Eric Garcia is in his A game, Barcelona really do benefit from that. So again, in the beginning, it wasn't so great, but in the end, it was awesome. It was amazing. And it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And Eric Garcia in this game did disappoint in the first few minutes, but in the end, I'm going to give him a good rating. Out of 10, I would probably give it a 7.5. Galatasaray played too well first half. They deserve credit. Yes, of course. Galatasaray do deserve the credit for trying to compete against Barcelona. And their fans are great. Like I wish Barcelona were like that. Like we have great fans, but you know how crazy they are. They be jumping all over the field, putting fire everywhere and stuff like that. But uh yeah. Do you have a FIFA channel? This is the FIFA channel. Uh, let's see. Galatasaray fans are really impressive. So much support. Yeah, of course. Yeah, like everything about this club is amazing. Okay, so yeah, everyone's talking about El Clásico. Like everyone is really focused on the Clásico game. Like, yes, I know that is our next game. It's gonna be on Sunday, I believe, Sunday around 12 in my time. That's gonna be a huge game because I think that looking at Barcelona's situation right now, we do have one game less. Let me actually check. We have one game less than Sevilla, and if we beat Real Madrid in that game, right? We have one game less. Let's see. Yeah, Barcelona have one game less than Real Madrid and Sevilla. Right now we have 51 points. We're 4 points behind Sevilla and a total of 15 and a total of 15 points behind Real Madrid. Where are we? Yeah, 15 points behind Real Madrid. If we beat Real Madrid, that's going to be huge news. Huge news. Because now we're going to get even closer towards getting into second place. And I already told you guys my opinion about Barcelona going to the second place. That is definitely not going to be a disappointment. Like, we have to understand where Barcelona is coming from. We were like a ninth place team, 12th place team. If we continued with Ronald Koeman and with the pattern of games that we were winning, we were probably going to end up in like 17th place, 18th place. But no, Xavi Hernandez might actually take us to second place and be maybe even 8 points behind Real Madrid. And then so here's the thing, right? If we beat Real Madrid, right? We beat Real Madrid, we're tied in points, 64. Then we're going to be 12 points behind Real Madrid, 54, and then we're going to be 2 points behind Sevilla, and then that's going. Okay, so perfect scenario. When we go into that game against Sevilla after Real Madrid, assuming Barcelona beat Real Madrid, right? It's going to be one hell of a game. It's going to be one hell of a game because if let's see, three, four, four. Yeah, it is going to be one hell of a game. It's going to be like crazy. It's going to be like a final because if once we go face a Sevilla, which is going to be at the Camp Nou, I'm also going to be there. I want you guys to remember that. I will be in that game. I'm going to be there in person to watch the game. That game between Sevilla and Barcelona is going to be so intense because whoever wins in that game goes into second place. Do you understand just how big that is? Barcelona potentially going to second place after beating Sevilla. It's going to be very intense. Sevilla are going to be so aware that if they lose, they're going to go into third place. And Sevilla have been in second place for the past like months, weeks. And the fact that they have a possibility of losing their second place spot to Barcelona, who were like once ninth, 10th place, you know how they're going to feel after that. But right now, we can't put our heads too high. We have to be very on the ground, very focused, be very understanding that we need to continue to improve because Barcelona right now are nowhere near what they're supposed to be, but we have improved. We have improved our game. We can compete, and hopefully we can compete against Real Madrid and then Sevilla. It's going to be such a huge, huge game. Now, obviously, if Barcelona lose against Real Madrid in that Clásico, the game might, I'm not going to say the game might matter less. It's just the stakes might be a little less, right? Because yeah, it's all about the context and the situation of that game between Barcelona and Sevilla. So I'm very excited, and I think that against Real Madrid we have to go with all cylinders firing. It's going to be a huge game on Sunday. I'm really going to go for Dani Alves to play as a right back in that game, even if Dest comes out healthy, because when it comes to Dani Alves, he has all the experience in the world on knowing what it's like to beat Real Madrid. We have to remember who Dani Alves is and how he likes to show up against a team like Real Madrid. I do no, it's not going to be his first time. He did play against Real Madrid 3 4 months ago, back in January. But now with this team finally building something, we look more gelled in. I want Dani Alves in the starting 11. I want Dani Alves in the starting 11 with Araujo and Piquet as our center back duo. Alba on the left, our midfield being, I would say, Frankie, Pedri, Busquets, and our front three. And I do not want to see no changes. I hope Xavi learns from what happened today, and I want him to put a front three of Dembele, Ferran, and Aubameyang. We just need that front three. It's gonna work. Trust me. Regardless if Xavi says, "Oh no, Dembele needs to play little by little. We can't force this player to play too many minutes." No, we need to win this game. And it makes sense for Dembele to be in it because I do see him very healthy, very motivated. He hasn't gotten injured. He's not going to be. He didn't even get called up to the French national team to play these friendlies, I believe. Like I saw this earlier today. France did not call up Dembele, and the fact that Dembele is not going to go into international duty and play with his teammates, right? That's huge news because he's going to be very well rested, very well rested, and it just makes sense to put Dembele on Sunday. It does. Um, we shouldn't worry about anything because after that we're gonna go into a 2 week break, and then we should just continue to use Dembele again. Dembele should be a starter, right? Where are we? Do you have a Discord? Can I join? Yeah, I do have a Discord. If you guys want me to put the link, I want everyone to go into that Discord like right now. Like if I put the link, I want you guys to go in there and join. I'm going to be posting a link on the comment section right now. Like everybody go join. I need like at least we need to reach 1,000 people in that Discord. Right now we have I believe 500 people on Discord. Let me just see where are we? I'm about to post it right now. You guys ready? I'm putting the link. This is where you're gonna get the first reaction for everything. Guys, can you guys let me know how long I've been on live? Because I have no idea. I'm about to post the link right now for the Discord. You guys ready? Everybody go in right now. I wonder if you could pin it. Okay. I think I pinned it, right? Okay, I pinned it. Everybody go join the Discord right now because that's okay. Everyone's saying I've been here for 29 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay. We're gonna do this for 10 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up. Everybody post your questions. Again, I can't get to everybody. Whoever is a member of this channel, you guys are always going to be having priority. So I'm going to be answering you guys' questions like literally right now. And also let me know in the comment sections, what do you guys think about, okay, so whoever's spamming, I'm gonna block you in about 3 seconds if you keep spamming. Okay, look. Let me know in the comments if you guys do like these like live sessions or you guys just rather see like a edited video about these post-match reviews. Okay, yeah, everybody go join like right now. Okay, let me stop looking at these comments, bro. I'm going to prioritize the members of the channel. If you guys do want to become a member, there is a join button on this channel. You guys can click on it. It'll take you straight there and you guys can join. And then every time I'm going to be on live, I'm going to be prioritizing your comments. So Louis V, shout out to Louis V. He is a member. What's up, Louis V? He said, "What's up with Dembele not passing to Depay on multiple runs, bro?" Yeah, I know it was weird. Like in like those last like 15 minutes, it just seemed like Dembele did not want to pass to Memphis Depay. I don't know if that has something to do with like the orders from Xavi to say that, hey, don't, I'm gonna need you to take it down the line, waste as much time as possible, or I don't know, because it's all about tactics, right? But it was weird because there were so many times where Memphis was open. There was even moments where Gavi had the ball and he had a clear opportunity to pass it to Memphis while he was making those runs, but they just didn't see it. I do think that one of the reasons on why Memphis makes those runs and why the player ends up passing it to like a different player besides Memphis is because Memphis sometimes is sometimes used as someone who opens spaces between the center backs or the fullback and the center back from the opposition. To have more space for the wingers like Ferran Torres or Dembele. That is why Memphis moves to the left, to the right, so he can stretch and disorganize the defensive line. But there are moments there where we do see Memphis Depay clearly having a chance. Where if you just pass it like straight to the space that Memphis Depay is asking for, like he could score. He has so many goal scoring opportunities. Okay, so someone is saying, I'm reading everybody's comments. Okay, bro, you're gonna be so out of here. It's not even gonna be funny. All right, bro. Like, I don't know why you guys think that spamming is like fun. Spamming is not fun. Okay, so yeah, no spamming. Anyone who spams is gonna be out. And if I see the exact same message more than 4 times, you guys are so out. Let's see. Where are we? Where are you based, Kevin? I'm from USA, California. Okay, thoughts on Salah or Lewandowski? Yeah, so there has been many. Okay, so we're gonna have about 5 more minutes and we're done here. So look, someone asked me, what do you think about Salah and Lewandowski, right? Because those are two players who have been linked to um, Barcelona as of late. Now, here's the thing: when it comes to Salah, I think that Salah would be a great buy. Obviously, if Salah says, I don't want to renew, I want to stay here until like next season, and if not, if you don't want to, until the next summer, I mean, of 2023, and if you guys do not want to see me here because you guys want to profit off of me, whatever, whatever, Liverpool may want to sell and put him on the market. And I think that if Barcelona go for someone like Salah, it would be a great buy. I'm not going to say that Salah doesn't fit in this club because he does. He is someone who understands how to play as a right winger, someone who knows how to press, especially, right? We know the front three of Liverpool. They have been always commanded and demanded to press very high and aggressively. If Xavi asks that from Salah, Salah can do that, right? So that's going to be a huge plus. He is also someone that I think could play out wide, come into the middle, something that he asks from Dembele currently. And Salah plays very well when he is inverted and he comes into the center of the field. So it would be a great buy. I do not know, right? I don't know if it's going to be a for sure thing that Barcelona will go for Salah because there's a lot of factors that come into play. Like for example, Salah. There's been rumors, right? I'm not going to be saying all like these things are like true and factual, but there has just been rumors and reports about Salah asking for around 30 million euros per season. What like? Well, do you think you could just suck all that money away from Barcelona? And especially at this time, Barcelona's not going to pay 30 million euros per season for someone who's 29 years old and is going to turn 30 years old in about like a few months. They're not going to do that. If we're talking about someone like Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe who can give another 10 years of football, of course, let's pay the 30 million euros and let's really build around this player. But for someone like Salah, it just doesn't make any sense if that is true. Because I honestly don't think that nothing is true right now. I'm not believing anything because it's just how these journalists what this is what these journalists like to do. They just like to put out false rumors, fake reports. I don't know if Salah is interested in Barcelona. There has been reports about Salah not being interested in going to La Liga. We don't know if that's true or not. So I'm not believing anything. The only thing that we could do is question, okay, what would happen if, right? If Salah joins Barcelona. I'm not confirming anything because at the end of the day, none of us work within these clubs, and that's just where we're at. But Salah coming to Barcelona would be a great deal if we could get him for like about 20 million euros for the transfer fee and then pay him around like five, not five, but like 8 to 12 million euros, knowing Salah's level, it'll be great. A great sign. As for Lewandowski, I just do not see Lewandowski going to Barcelona. It's just, it's all, to me, it just sounds like a fake rumor because Bayern's connection with this player and his connection with Bayern is just too strong. I just do not see that happening. I just don't. And I think that there's better opportunities for Barcelona to go for, like Darwin Nunez, Lautaro Martinez. There's just so many strikers. Let's see. News on Gavi's contract renewal. There's nothing new. Barcelona want to prioritize renewing Gavi's contract next week. Hopefully they close it next week because we really do need this player. If the first thing that Barcelona need to prioritize for the next like 9-10 months is first renew Araujo and Gavi. If you guys tell me and John Laporta says, "Oh, we can't renew Gavi and Araujo because we want to go for Erling Haaland," you're in the wrong mentality, my friend. Like that's not how you're supposed to take things. We need to build a team first. So we need to lock down these players that we already know can bring results for Barcelona. Gavi brings great results for Barcelona. Araujo brings great results for Barcelona. Would you rather have a generational player in your team, or would you rather have a top three best midfielder in the world in your team and a top three best center back in the world in your team? Which one would you rather have? I would choose Gavi and Araujo over Erling Haaland. So prioritize that first. Look at where you're at right after and be like, okay, let's move forward for Erling Haaland, right? Because it doesn't make no sense for Laporta to say we need to prioritize Haaland's contract and we need to work this down first. If not, we'll go for Araujo and Gavi. That doesn't make any sense. Gavi and Araujo are your players. uh, okay, guys, that is going to be Okay, someone said have you thought about playing with FIFA with fans? Yeah, I do play FIFA with you guys. If you guys do want to play with me on FIFA, I do play on the weekends. Just add me and my username is going to be it's BMKC10. Barca Media Kevin Cortez 10. That's what it stands for. BMKC10. You guys can just add me on there and then I'll add all of you guys and then we can play. But that is going to be wrapping up today's post-match review. I know that we touched on a lot of topics besides this game, but in the end, Barcelona is into the next round. Let's see who we play against next. It should be very interesting. I do think that Barcelona do have what it takes to win the Europa League and also be in second place for La Liga. And if we can be in that position by the end of the season, when it's all said and done, it has been a great success for Xavi's Barcelona. We're going to be going for sure to the Champions League next season if we end up doing this. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and I will see you guys next time.